All right, my mistake here. Well, Zenith, I was getting my chat up and running. Here we go. So I can drag it, get it over here so it's out of the way of my. Well, a long time ago. All right. Well, I got one follower already, Xena says. I don't know who this one follower is or watcher is. They never say nothing. They don't thumb up. They don't write anything in the shout out box. Some folks have a foughten belief that this follower or watcher is someone from YouTube making sure seeing that your live stream is following the YouTube followership oversight, the YouTube website oversight, the YouTube ownership oversight. And if you're a mate, then a YouTube mateship oversight, the YouTube boostering oversight, and the Google AdSense oversight. But I'm a non-mate, so I'd only be falling free out of the many oversights. Well, I got one thumb up from whoever it was. Well, that's the first. Most of the time, the first watcher or follower comes on doesn't even do nothing. They just watch. So here I am, Xena Fighter Queenling, doing a YouTube live stream. And some folks think the YouTube live stream is broken, but it's not. You actually got to go through and fill out everything. You got to give it a name. You got to write down what it's about. You got to put what speech it's in. You got to say it's for kids or not for kids. Then you got to put down, I don't know, what speech you're filming it in. And if you want to, put down where you're making the film and then set it. But in the past where you could choose the thumbnail, well, now you have to choose your thumbnail. If I don't choose a thumbnail, if I don't go in and do it, all it's going to be is this wall sheet. Now, sorry for clearing my throat, but sadly, that cannot be helped. Oh, come on. All right, cut my hair down. So you're probably asking yourself, oh, Xena, why are you doing a YouTube live stream? Don't you know that podcasts are what's in these days? Yeah, but what is a podcast? But a live stream. Only you don't hear anyone. You don't see anyone. You only hear them. But always keep in mind that a podcast is a live stream, even if you don't see the folks that are talking. Yeah. And I know there are going to be folks saying, oh, Xena, Twitch does live streams all the time. Yeah, they do. Everything on Twitch is a live stream, But the big unlikeness between the Amazon Twitch and Google YouTube is that it's free. So if I want to upload or live stream, I don't have to say, oh, I wonder how much gold I have. I wonder how much I'm going to have to give for this live stream. And some folks say, oh, Twitch is a farseer folk work. Bullshit. Twitch ain't no farseer folk work. What farseer folk work has folks having a shout out box in the during when a show's going on or a film's going on. It ain't no folk work. Yeah, I said it. So sad about me clearing my throat there. It happens a lot. And if someone from Amazon or Twitch wants to tell me I'm wrong about what I just said about them, let them do it. Well, I did have one follower, one watcher, a thumb up, then they left. Yeah, I guess you weren't really that. I guess you're not really that glee. I mean, who wants to see you around here making films? I mean, it's not like you're doing anything glee. It's just you in a room talking about shit. It's not like you're a YouTube mate where, or someone well known, where you could say, yeah. And I know, sorry for clearing my throat, but here we go again. If you don't like that kind of thing, then oh well, it is what it is. Sadly, I've been clearing my throat, and that happens a lot. So here's the first thing I'm going to talk about here. So some folks out there have this belief over my show. And one of the beliefs of my show is that, well, is that my show, you know, should be fought, should be fighting Buffy's show. But it's not true. If you stop to think of it, Hercules would be the show that would have been fighting Buffy. Since me and Angel's show would have been fighting, since me and Angel were spin-offs, offshoots, whatever you want to call them. So at the end of the day, it would have been me and Angel that would have been having the fight. Only to be earnest about it, by the time Angel came along, my show was about 4 or 5 seasons, 4 or 5 followings in. And a lot of folks really thought it should have been over by 4. But somehow, some way, they ended up getting it to go through 5 and 6. So you should be thankful for that. And now some folks think that, since Lucille Lawless and Evelyn Renee O'Connor are working together and My Life is Slaying following 2, they think that means that, we're going to get the XENA remake or whatever. I don't think so. I think all it's going to be is just those 2 working together for the 2 forward following of the show, and then that will be it. Then they'll go to their own lives again, and we won't get no remake. All right. I don't really care what some folks say, Lucille Lawless or Lucille Tappert, whatever her full true name is these days. She might be one of the showrunners of the show, but I don't really think she has enough. I don't think she has enough strength and oversight to get the business that she's working for, who makes My Life is Slaying. I don't think she has the same oversight to get XENA back up and running. So good luck on that. Plus, that's not, at the end of the day, hi. At the end of the day, she's not really that good when it comes. I stopped following her on Twitter a long time ago. I locked and hushed her. Because she's always either bitching about lawmaking, either bitching about the setting, and she always seems to be, and always wants to behave as if she thinks she's good than everyone else, which she is not. But that's just that's my take on it. And wants everyone to think that New Zealand is more greater than the Wanted Reichs, which it's not. And that's another little downside. No, you really didn't miss that much. Just me clearing my throat, and stuff like that. And let's be honest about that. I mean, I don't want to go and knock on anyone's land, but there are some folks that believe their land is more good than others. Like you got New Zealand, that they like to believe that they're more settled, they're more earth-friendly, more world-friendly. Oh, we don't use Blackstone. Well, you got your own hang-ups. Don't be behaving as if you're good in every other folkreich out there. You folks still don't, whatever. You folks really don't know, you ain't so good. And if it wasn't for the Wanted Reichs backing you up, you folks wouldn't have anything to talk about. I don't really know if I would be doing any overlaps with Sailor Moon or not. But yeah, Sailor Moon Serena is one of my good friends out there. Now, who else can I have? I guess Gabrielle. I'm guessing Ernest. I don't know. Calistro, Aries. If I really got to do some digging, I could pull out Hercules or Autolycus or Hope. I don't know. And I know someone's going to probably watch this YouTube live stream after I'm done making it and saying, How dare you scave New Zealand? Yeah, I scaved some of the folks there, or at least I scaved their law moat, because they want everyone to believe in their mind that, oh, we're more earth friendly, we're more world friendly. Oh, everyone should behave like us. Hey, keep in mind, not every, you like to talk about how you're so earth friendly, but guess what? It's not like you haven't done. It's not like you're any more good than anyone else. You know, you got your own hang-ups. Yeah. And before I even get anybody else on here, let's talk about something that used to happen to me. Once happened to me on Twitter, and this would have been back in 28 between while. I'm not on Twitter anymore, but back when I made a mistake of making friends or folks I thought were friends, but they were not friends, who were, they were into good doer worship. You ever know what good doer worship is? It's when someone thinks someone is so good that they can't do any wrong. And that's what they did. A lot of these folks would good doer worship Lucille Lawless. Or the others would then get mad at you if your take or show playing as XENA wasn't the way they did it. Which was kind of sad. And I get it. I get it. At the end of the day, I'm probably the black sheep of the XENA Fighter Queenling followership. Yeah, I know. My name isn't going to really pop up, isn't really going to show up on a list of known XENA YouTube fairways. you know. But if there was, and here's the thing: everyone has when you start up on YouTube and you have the first follower or watcher comes on, there's this belief that it's someone from YouTube watching your film to see if you're following Webstead oversight, followership oversight, ownership law oversight, and if you're a mate, boostering oversight, mateship oversight, AdSense oversight. But at the end of the day, I don't really think so, because they would have said something, And I just want to say, hey, look, I don't have a hang up. I don't have a hang up of anyone's land. But there are some folks that got this belief that some land is more good than others. Whether or not, they all got their own hang ups, though. Yeah, good for you. You don't do Blackstone. Good for you. But at the end of the day, you're not the earth friendly, setting friendly rural land if you want to make everyone out to be. You know. Well, So at the end of the day, I just want to say I don't have anything bad about New Zealand, except they're not new anymore. They're kind of old. But there are some folks that live there that have this thought that they're more earth friendly than the Wanted Ripes or other lands out there. You should be like us. We don't have Blackstone, and we don't got fire shot, fire shot or golden shot, whatever you want to call it. Well, you got your own hang-ups, You got your own hang-ups. At the end of the day, you're not any more flawless than any other land out there. So I'm just going to leave it as that. Well, thank you for saying you like my YouTube live stream. And if you missed anything, well, so, all right, guys, someone's going to come on my YouTube live stream. Once we get someone else on here, XENA says, some folks out there can't get into YouTube live streams. They're either, too long, and some folks can't watch them. They only watch them in breaks or halves or. One of our dogs barking. Yeah. Oh, Autolycus, you're here. Yeah, Xena. I heard you're doing a YouTube live stream. Yeah, I am. You hear that dog barking? Yeah, oh well, that's lifelike, you know. True life right there. A lot of folks who are flawless folks would get on one of their beloved film shifting tools and cut all that out and say, oh, it never happened. You never heard those dogs barking. Yeah, I know. I know that happens. You know, I know that happens. You know? But anyway, Autolycus says, so I heard you were talking about how you said that New Zealand sometimes makes themselves out to be like some kind of more earth-loving land than the other lands out there. Yeah, some folks have a fucking belief they are. But I know at the end of the day, they're guilty of doing guilty of stuff too. They're not, they still have to make wind and they still make light and stuff, so that makes blow. And even if you got lands that run completely on light work carts, the stuff those carts are made out of makes the same kind of blow. So really at the end of the day, and the businesses that make the lights are putting blow into the wind. So at the end of the day, it's not like they have a handle on this whole keep the earth clean thing. Oh, what do you mean tomorrow? Someone asked me, you meant tomorrow. You mean if I'm going to do a film tomorrow? Well, if I do this YouTube live stream today, then I probably want to do another film at least in, say, well, probably until Friday, I guess. If I do this YouTube live stream tonight, which I'm doing right now. Or what did you mean when you said tomorrow? You know, I don't know what they meant, Autolycus says. You know, I don't know what they meant when they were talking about that. Do you know what they meant, Xena? No, I don't know. I don't know. So, what was the other thing that you were talking about? Oh yeah, I was scathing Lucille Lawless for stuff. I don't know. It depends what my mood is. If I'm gonna, I know what my mood is. I used to be in a mood a lot to do YouTube live streams, and I only do them every once in a while because you got to put a lot of time aside to do a YouTube live stream. You know, it's not like an upload where you can just do it and boom, be done with it. You got to put time aside. You have nothing to do for a certain span, then you just go and do it. I guess tomorrow we'll see if we're going to do another one of those on Sailor Moon. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Well, Autolycus says, so what's your hang up with Lucille Lawless? My hang up with her is that she likes to hang out with folks who tell her how good she is. She has followers who good do her worship her and make her out to believe she can't do any wrong. You know? And at the end of the day, she was guilty of working for Greenpeace or Green Work. And you know how those folks like. They had to go to the utmost and do shit. And I just want to not, and she's always either bitching about lawmaking. She's always bitching about, oh, well, Donald Trump wasn't a good force setter. Oh, Barack Obama wasn't a good force setter. George W. Bush wasn't a good force setter. And then she probably bitching at Joseph Barron a good force setter. Oh, I don't like the one that writes because they don't behave like New Zealand or something like that. Bullshit like that. Yeah. whatever. Whatever. I hushed and locked her a long time ago. Her and a lot of her followers out there who good to her worship her. Make her out to be like she can't do any wrong. You know? Yeah, I understand that. Autolycus goes. See, I know, Xena, if you would say any of that on Twitter, which you're not on Twitter anymore, but if you were on Twitter, then most likely some of them would get mad at you. Oh, I hushed and locked those fuckers. If I was on Twitter again, I would hush and lock them. Only Sailor Moon's the only one with Twitter these days. They made it where I don't want to be on there anymore. Don't do that, Autolycus says. Don't do that, Xena. We could always go back to Twitter and make a new Twitter. Yeah, with what send? What step word? I haven't already worked already. Every step word and every send that I have has already been made. And then what would I do? Make up all the things that I'm doing in my life every day? Go through and start hushing and locking every one of my haters out there? I guess so. Well, let's talk about something else. You know, looks like the dogs are done barking. Yeah, it does look that way. It looks like the dogs are done barking. But, well, I heard that Killian Cross, or whatever his name is, wanted to fight you on your film on Sunday. Yeah. And to think that we went to Walmart to get him on Star Day. Him and Scarlet Rodove, or whatever she calls herself. Well, Xena, if he even starts anything with you, which I don't think he will, you know, Hercules and myself and Gabrielle and Hope, you know, and Elois, and even Godzilla, you know, all of us would back you up. And Hercules too. Yeah, I know that. Well, I gotta be going now. All right, Autolycus, see you around. The answer to the other asking, it depends what my mood is, if I'm going to do a YouTube live stream on Sailor Moon tomorrow or not. We'll have to see how things are going and what my mood is. I already did one, I believe. I think I did one. Oh, Sunday, I think. Or it may have been Monday, or I don't know, or Alone Day, I don't know, but I don't know. Well, all right. I know Xena said it isn't one of my boasts, you know. I know that the things I say and do on my YouTube live stream don't always match up with what I do on my uploads, you know. Oh, but if I was well known, then most likely I'd be getting a lot more followers on my YouTube live streams and stuff. But I'm not. Whatever ground, just not, you know. And it's sad because I think that I'm the black sheep of the Salem of the Xena Fighter Queenling followership. You know, I don't behave the way they want me to behave. I don't show play the way they do it. And I got more of that mindset and mood from Twitter than I did on YouTube. Yeah, my day's doing very well. Thanks for asking. Now, a lot of folks out there might ask me and say, well, Xena, what's your take on world heating? It's a thing. I'm not going to downplay it, but I'm not going to upplay it either. But you see, God is not going to let Lucifer make the world get too hot, and he's not going to make the world get too cold. Every time Lucifer has done something evil to end the world, the earth, life on earth, God has always stopped him. Now, you got so many folks out there to downplay it, say it's not a thing, and a lot of folks out there that upplay it. They overly upplay it, you know. You see, Xena said, you got these folks who believe that if winter is cold, then that's world heating. If summer is hot, that's world heating. You can't win with these folks. And if there are some days and if winter isn't cold from December until March, oh, then that's world heating. And if it's hot all the way starting, well, we didn't get our heat wave until, let's say, I don't know, May. If it's not all the way hot from, I don't know, June all the way up until September, that's real heating. So then you can't win with these folks. They upplay it and downplay it. Then they go, oh, well, it's your fault. It's your mistake. You burned this. You threw away that. You did this and did that. And they keep forgetting that God is the one that kept Lucifer from besmirching the earth and ending life on earth. They forget that. They do. They go, oh, we got to do the heavy lifting. No, God does the heavy lifting here. We do the light lifting. And I know some folks out there don't want to hear that. But my day's going well. I don't know if you are that girl from, I don't know, Denmark or Sweden or whatever, Switzerland or Sweden, whatever, the Netherlands or Luxembourg or whatever. You know, that one who's been going around talking about how world heating is a thing, and some folks need to stop downplaying it, but they also need to stop upplaying it, and they need to talk about it, you know, and do something to stop it. Well, here's the thing. You can't really stop it. At the end of the day, only God can stop the world heating that Lucifer makes. You can keep it underrun. You can stop it so it doesn't get worse, but you can't stop it. Lucifer does it, and only God can stop it. So there's the truth right there. And I know that might not be the most liked thing that some folks out there want to hear, you know, but it is what it is. So you can do your thing to keep it where it doesn't get out of run. But at the end of the day, if Lucifer makes it get out of run, God's the one that stops it. So there you go. You can keep it middle lined or middle stick, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. The last time I wrestled was sometime last year when I fought John Cena. And since then, I haven't really wrestled that much. You know? So I don't know if I'm going to be wrestling again or not. Oh no, gotta get the other hand now. This hand. Now, some of you folks out there are probably going to ask and say, well, Xena, how did you keep all this stuff on you from coming off? This stuff that's been on you since between 98 YL. Over sticky ooze. That's what I had to do. Because keep in mind, this offshoot of myself came from Amazon and bought it in 27 between YL. And before that, there was an offshoot that got bought from Game Again, but all the shit ripped off. So when I got this offshoot again, I made sure I seen that I had to use over sticky ooze to keep all this shit on. Because you know the sticky ooze that Toy Biz put on me on these dolls going back to between 98 YL will lose its stickiness. And I know there's probably some folks that, I don't know, Marvel Toys, formerly Toy Biz, like, I wonder if that wonder if that stuff is still stuck to those Xena dolls. Oh, who gives a shit? We no longer answerable for that. We stopped being answerable for that shit after between 99 YL. Yeah, because that's how long the deal ran for. You know, they only had a deal from between 98 YL to between 99 YL. So, you know. And what else did Toy Biz make over the years? Oh, the WCW toys. The ECW toys. My God, they also made the IW toys. By that time, they were actually bought by by Marvel, and they became Marvel toys before Marvel got bought by Disney. You know how that went. So it is what it is. You know? Yeah, I'll get Gabrielle in here. Because someone at Toy Biz probably thought, oh, the little small dolls, that's the ones you're going to want to play with. Not the big dolls. Who's going to want to have the big dolls hold the staffs in their hand? Who goes around? They're probably thinking the small dolls are the playable ones, and these are just the ones you show off to everyone. They didn't think I was going to want to put the staff on my foot. Because even if I did that, it probably wouldn't work well. Well, better get some. There it goes. I gotta go get some. Better get some film. If I would use over sticky ooze, it probably would never come off. And unlike what I did last time, I'm not going to do what I did last time. I'm not going to go wrap it around the foot, and then the boot comes off, and you had to cut the boot to get it back on. I just roll it up, put it on the boot, and then just hope that, this is like whatever. This is like light mate film or light work film that you work on the wires. Well, so Gabrielle, you showed up. Yeah, I did. And someone at Toy Biz way back in between 98 YL thought the little ones are for playing and the big ones are just for showing off. So why do we have to have it where the staff can stay in the hand and on the foot or not? Yeah, that's probably the same thought. That's like every time I put my sword in my hand, Gabrielle, it doesn't fit. It keeps falling off. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, Mother, what'd you do? Oh, I bitched about stuff. I had Autolycus on a live stream. Now I have you. You sure you're going to want to have Hercules on there? I got to do some digging to bring him out. I got to do the same thing for Ares or Callisto or Hope. I don't know. How long are you going to gold this for? I don't know. A span. Probably be done about 6 or maybe around 7. I don't know. Are you doing this so you don't have to do a YouTube live stream tomorrow? You don't have to do a upload tomorrow? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing it for, because I got in the mood to do it. Hey, do you know there was something that happened to Jordan a long time ago? I guess about a year ago, when she did a YouTube live stream, and it was on Wednesday or something, and she had a lot of her friends on there. They were all dolls, by the way. And then the YouTube layout goes, oh no, you're not following followership oversight. You're not following Webstead oversight. Here's your warning. Yeah, folks gilded on that tool that YouTube set up to help them run the Webstead for them. And help them choose on what films are following Webstead oversight, what's following followership oversight, what's following whatever, boostering oversight, mateship oversight. I don't know. Yeah, they overrule it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, was it really worth that one? No, I keep getting that fear over it too. Hey, I said a lot of stuff on my YouTube live stream that someone out there would get all irked and mad about. Like what? I don't know. So, yeah. And you missed me because I was clearing my throat many times in my YouTube live stream too. Yeah, I guess so. Well, this is what we look like. At the end of the day, this is how it looks like. You know, well, you actually got your staff to keep on your foot the first time around. Yeah, I'll get lucky. I was probably just lucky. The next time I do it, it's going to probably, next time I do, it's going to fall into my hands. And I'll be having to fuck around with it and put it back on my foot. Yeah, and some folks think, some folks have this thought and belief that you should just go as the small one. Yeah, Xena, by that belief, Mother, you should be going as a small one too. Do you know they got new dolls made of us? Yeah. You think we should get them? I don't know, Gabrielle. Knowing our luck, they probably won't be on Amazon, and if they are, they're probably going to be worth way too much. Same thing on eBay, same thing on any other website out there. Yeah, I guess one day we'll have to get them. So, anyone else come on this YouTube live stream? Besides you, is only Autolycus. And no one else is on there. No, I did have 3 watchers at one time. It got back to 1 and 3 thumbs up. And the other 2 left and went to do something else. And I only got 1 left, but I don't know if he or she's watching or they're just there. Yeah, the unknown first watcher followers watches everyone's YouTube live stream. Everyone has this thought and belief who the first watcher is. They think that it's someone from YouTube seeing if you're following Webstead oversight, followership oversight, ownership law. And if you're a mateship oversight, boostering oversight, AdSense oversight, Google AdSense oversight. Is that true, Mother? I don't know, because whoever is the first one that watches your film never says anything, so I don't know. It said, Gabrielle, have you played any stunts and larks on Xena lately? Yeah, I have done some to her. Yeah, because somehow, some way, you have to offshoot from the angry grandpa shit, the psycho dad, the psycho mom, lunatic dad, angry grandma shit. We gotta offshoot from the kid behind the shooter from Bajugga Nuggets. We gotta shoot from what's his name from from lunatic dad. Oh, we gotta offshoot from whatever's going on, grandma. You know that. Yeah, but we're not really that big. No, they don't even know we're around, Xena says. Do they? No. And if they did, they'd probably either one or two things would happen, Xena says, if they knew we were around. One, they'd either say we were knocking off their work, or 2, they'd probably say I don't even know. Or, yeah, that's probably what it'd be. At the end of the day, they probably they're big. They got a lot of followers and watchers. So even if they saw us, well, didn't Lunatic Dad or something watch some of our films here and there? Yeah, some on Jordan, some on mine, some on TWF from time to time. But that was one thing. I gotta go now. So, Xena said it used to be fun back in the day when. Anyway, yeah. What are they gonna say? So anyway, it used to be real fun back in the day when. Oh. But anyway, I don't know. I guess that's. I used to make. Oh, my train of thought. Oh, I'm gonna say. So Microsoft or SmallSoft, they do 11. Only they keep bullshitting around about what it can and can't do. Oh, well, only some folks that meet the oversight will get it. Oh, well, you can. Some folks of older reckoners can get it, but it'll be unbacked. You won't get no updates or anything. It's like they never ever can come out and tell you, what they mean. They're always shifting. They say one thing one day, then they shift another. And back when 10 came out, they were like, oh, 10's going to be the greatest thing, and then nothing. They didn't do anything for years. Then all of a sudden, they pull 11 out of their booty and then start irking everyone by saying, well, your reckoner might not run it because you got the wrong kind of you got the wrong kind of inners. Your tools aren't old. You got the wrong kind of Intel this and the wrong kind of and you got the wrong kind of free room this and bullshit that, you know. And then they always keep shifting the oversight, you know. So you don't really know if you can trust them when it comes to stuff, because they have never really been good at telling folks what they mean about stuff. You know, oh well, you gotta make sure you have this strong boot tool. You gotta make sure you gotta see that you got enough room. You gotta make sure you got the right Intel runner and all this other bullshit. And even if you have all this shit, there's no way to know if you even have it. And in Microsoft, they love to handicap folks. They love to say, "Oh, it sucks to be you because you got your HP Reckoner last year from Walmart through our Walmart reckoning." Well, it sucks to be you because we had that one laying around for about 2 or 3 years before we gave it to you. So now all your shit, even though it might be running well and backed and forwarded, it might not be old enough to run 11. Oh, and then here's this bullshit. They think that everyone knows how to run that you go by the likeness thing when you download the thing. Well, I don't know how to do that shit. The only way I ever put anything to my reckoner was through downloading. I'm not one of these folks that goes make these little whatever you call them. I don't know, discs. What do you call those things that you download a file to, whatever, and then you put it into your reckoner? I don't know what they call those things, and I'm not good at that. All right, and there's going to be a lot of folks going around thinking, oh yeah, and if you somehow some way get it to take on 11, well, they're going to handicap you by saying, okay, you can have 11, but you're not going to get any updates. Yeah, thanks a lot, Microsoft. You're going to make a lot of hackers' jobs smoother when a lot of folks have 11 on older reckoners, but it's not getting any updates or stronghold updates or anything like that. And what's going to be your forgiveness for it? Whoa, your reckoners were old. You shouldn't have had 11 to begin with. We told you going on about the handicap. Yeah. Hi. It is what it is. So at the end of the day, it's just sad. So I'm not going to trust anything they say, because I did one day download the SmallSoft Windows Health tool, and the tool told me you can't run 11. So I'm going to trust it. I'm going to trust that. And that means I'm stuck with 10 till 2025 while when 10's updates run out. Then I guess I got to get a new reckoner after that. And if you even seek about calling them or sending them a send or talking to them on Twitter, they not really that good at answering those things. So I guess in 2025 YL, I'm going to probably have to get a new Reckoner someday. Because it's not like I'm going to know how to, and you know how that's going to be like. So anyway, it is what it is. And I'm also which say that I am chosen to run 11. How am I to know that my send, my step words, my beloveds, and all my other stuff is going to be kept, and all my tools are going to be shifted over from 10 to 11? There's no way to know that. For all you know, you could shift from 10 to 11 and have to put everything back on again. All your beloved, all your tools, all your overstep words, all your sends, all that stuff. But I would guess all that stuff would be sent over for your Microsoft or Smallsoft reckoning, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, so yeah. Some folks out there, so here's another thing I guess I want to, talk about, but I get someone else on here before I end this film. Tell me to shut up. Yeah, Gabrielle, that's enough of that yawning. No one wants to hear it. Hi, Godzilla. How you doing, Xena? I'm doing well. Hey, Xena, you think you might have to do some of that stuff you always do to your Reckoner? Like what? Hold on. Well, first I gotta go up and bring up interweb chooses, clean everything out of there, and hasn't really shifted its likeness in years. Then go into settings, and then from settings I go into keeping, and then clean out everything, then free up. Then I free up the room now, get myself a more free room that I can unput tools and stuff on. Which at the end of the day, I really don't know what I'm going to be unputting there. Some folks out there, and I go into the files, whatever, what the English word for it is. The sheets, I guess you call them. Yeah, sheets. And then clean all that stuff out of them. And then while I'm doing that, go on here and run any updates for, run any updates for Smallsoft Windows Fighter, which has come a long way since its early days. Yeah, Godzilla says, Xena, a lot of folks like to say a lot of shit, but at the end of the day, Xena, I just want to say that you're doing a good YouTube live stream. I am? Yes, you are. Well, aren't you frightened, Xena, that, of what? What am I going to be frightened of? I don't know. Oh, that the Godzilla says, forgive me, Xena. But there are some folks who believe that the SMW is more good than the TWF. That's their thought and belief, Xena goes. Oh, that's a thought and belief, Godzilla. I mean, we've been around since between 93 YL doing ours on speaking film. Then we shifted over to true film when we had the Tyco web shooter, the Sony web shooter, and another JBC web shooter. Then after about 3 hit and misses, we got it on YouTube. And into our YouTube stuff only goes back to 2012 YL. But I just thought, XENA, you'd want to know, since as being the head writer and the head booker of the TWF, I just thought you should know that. Well, like I told Hunter, I'm going to tell you, Godzilla, we're not fighting the SMW, all right? And even if I was fighting the SMW, you really think I can win? No. The TWF might not be as big, and it might not have many as watchers and followers, but we've been doing this for years. We've been through many rings, both WCW and WWF. We have many dolls. We shifted from many houses, and we had many years of films, either films and talking films, and on disc before we got on YouTube. So at the end of the day, I don't truly care, about the SMW being bigger than us. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could knock off all the stuff they do. I could offshoot from it. Doesn't mean we're going to get the same shift out for it. And if some folks want to go out and say, oh, well, the TWF is like WWE, old and boring and stuck in their ways, and no one likes it. And SMW is like IW and AEW. Everybody loves them. They're so cool. Well, Godzilla said, a lot of folks do like IW. A lot of folks do like AEW. And a lot of folks like WE. Yeah, I might not be as, a lot of folks might say, oh, XENA, you're no good. You're like Vince McMahon, XENA. You should be like Shao Kahn or Leonardo Asper or Billy Corgan or Al Snow. Yeah, like they really know what the fuck they're doing. One's only been running a wrestling business since 25th between YL. The other two been in a wrestling business since 27 between YL. And the other's only been in it since 29 between YL. So am I really going to, they really know what they're doing? No. At the end of the day, Godzilla says, I don't think Shao Kahn, Leonardo Asper, Al Snow, or Billy Corgan, I don't think any of them can actually outdo Vince McMahon. He's been in the wrestling business since 9 between 82 YL when he bought the WE from his father. So there's no way that they're going to outdo him. But they can believe whatever they want. Yeah, XENA said, they can believe whatever they want to believe. Whatever. Oh, I gotta be going now, Godzilla. No. Godzilla says, you know what, XENA? A lot of folks thought that you would have gone one way. A lot of folks thought when you were to name the under matchmaker, the under oversight upholder underneath Astronema, you would thought they would have gone with Andros or me. Yeah, but that would be not good. So he decided to keep Theodore Long. And he'll do the shows when Astronema or Corone, whatever you want to call her, is not there. Well, yeah, I get this. This is from my 24 between YL1. I should have gotten my one from the newest Godzilla one, Godzilla Fight Kong, but as you know, I didn't. I gotta get that one day. Then I guess I'll be up to date again until another Godzilla film comes out, right? Yeah, I guess so, XENA goes. I guess so, Godzilla. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I gotta get that one. Then I guess I'll be up to date for a while. Well, no one else has really said anything on our YouTube live stream. No, just got some folks. We had 3 followers in the beginning, 3 watchers, down to 1, 3 thumbs up. Yeah, but I guess it could be a lot worse. Could be not getting anyone. Yeah, could be a lot worse. I could not be getting any one of my YouTube live streams. Could just be dead. Well, sad for that bird. Oh, here's what I want to ask you, Xena, before I go. Did you and John Rambo ever meet? Yeah, we met. And I taught him everything he knows. And if me and John Rambo ever fought, it would be a stalemate. Because at the end of the day, he is as iffened. He has many skills as I do. But I taught John Rambo everything he knows. I just wish we had his doll. He was in the TWF a long time ago, Godzilla says. I think in 9 between 98 YL to 9 between 99 YL. He was in his one, King Rick Loudness. He got thrown out by Steve Austin. Yeah, Xena said, and so was Mr. T. He had one fight with Mankind and lost it because Steve Austin came in and helped Mankind win. Why? I don't know. So, anyway, yeah, I just lost whatever watcher or follower was on my film. I just lost him or her now. Well, it looks like it is time to end my YouTube live stream now. I want to thank everyone who did come on, everyone who said something in my shout-out box, someone who gave me the thumbs up. Hope y'all like this. Be well. I'm Xena Pappas or Xena Fighter Queenling, and I'll see you some other time. Bye.